Have you ever felt like you were struggling to find your place in this world? Like no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't quite relate to the people around you? Well, if you're an INFJ personality type, get ready for your mind to be blown. Discovering you're an INFJ is a game changer, unlocking a world of realizations that will help you finally understand yourself on a profound level. Get ready for some serious aha moments. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a longtime subscriber, you know we love diving deep into the fascinating world of personality types. Today, we're exploring the life-changing revelations that INFJs often experience after discovering this aspect of their identity. For those not familiar, INFJs, introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging, make up only 1 to 3% of the population. Their rarity, coupled with their complex inner worlds, can make them feel endlessly misunderstood. But once an INFJ learns about the traits and tendencies linked to their type, everything starts clicking into place. So, whether you recently discovered your INFJ nature or have known it for years, prepare for some serious lightbulb moments. Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you're unsure if you are an INFJ, click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test. Now, let's dive into the complex world of the INFJ, starting with aha moment number 1. You realize your need for depth is a strength, not a flaw. For so long, you likely felt like an outsider for craving discussions beyond small talk and surface-level pleasantries. While your friends seemed content with casual chit-chat, you had an insatiable hunger to understand people at their core, their values, deepest fears, spiritual beliefs, and lifetime goals. You wanted to dissect all the nuances that made them uniquely human. This tendency to constantly question and analyze on a philosophical level may have even made you feel self-conscious at times. Why did trivial conversations feel so painfully hollow to you? Was there something wrong with wanting more substance? But upon discovering you're an INFJ, everything clicks. You realize your intense need for profound discourse and genuine vulnerability in relationships isn't a character flaw at all. It's simply an integral part of how you experience the world. Rather than suppressing this beautiful trait out of embarrassment or a desire to fit in, you can finally confidently embrace your innate passion for depth. What you once may have viewed as overthinking is just you operating at your authentic, cognition-craving peak. Let that depth flag fly proudly. Aha, moment number 2. Your intuition is a powerful asset, not some woo-woo nonsense. You've likely experienced an uncanny intuitive sense from a young age, an ability to simply know things without any concrete evidence or reasoning. That gut feeling helps guide you toward the right decisions, alerts you to potential dangers, or gives you insightful flashes about a person's true character. However, in a world that prioritizes logic, facts, and tangible proof, you may have been made to feel silly or irrational for placing stock in these intuitive hunches. Don't be superstitious, they'd say. You can't just go on a feeling. But now that you understand you're an INFJ, you realize your intuition isn't some woo-woo spiritual mumbo-jumbo. It's actually a highly developed cognitive function known as introverted intuition that acts as your superpower. This intuitive skill lets you synthesize all the subtle data you absorb from your environment to arrive at reasonable insights. Rather than dismissing it as pseudoscience, you can start trusting and leaning into your intuition as the precise instrumental guidance system it is. Let that sixth sense soar. Aha, moment number 3. You're not alone in your feelings of being alone. For years, you likely felt incredibly alone in this world. Like you were the only person who saw things through such a deep, empathetic lens. While others seemed content with surface-level small talk and fair-weather friendships, you craved soulful connections that went beyond the superficial. Your intense sense of integrity and passion for personal growth likely made you feel like a total alien among your peers at times. Why did having deep discussions about life's biggest questions or analyzing complex moral dilemmas seem so important to you, yet so trivial to everyone else? This persistent feeling of being misunderstood and walking through life as a loner can be one of the loneliest experiences. However, upon discovering you're an INFJ personality type, you suddenly gain access to entire communities of people who get you. For the first time, you can connect with thousands of others who share your traits, feeling just as deeply, viewing the world just as conscientiously. Finally, you realize there are so many other empathetic intellectuals and old souls out there just like you. You're not alone, not even close. Your feelings of solitude immediately dissipate as you bask in the comfort of being truly seen and understood. Aha! Moment number 4. Social isolation isn't always the answer. As a quintessential introvert, you've likely spent most of your life rejuvenating your energy stores by spending copious amounts of time alone. Socializing has always felt draining, sapping you of your mental and emotional resources. Before understanding your INFJ traits, you may have avoided entirely social situations aside from absolute necessities. Why endure the exhaustion of small talk and shallow interactions when you just have to retreat into isolation afterward to recharge? Slight social interactions often felt like a waste of your limited energy reserves. Solitude was comfortable, restorative, and safe from emotions. However, upon discovering you're an INFJ, you begin to understand the importance your extroverted feeling function plays in your personal growth and sense of fulfillment. While you may never be an insatiable social butterfly, you realize some authentic connections are vital for your development as a human. You don't have to avoid society altogether if you establish boundaries. Small doses of deep, meaningful interaction with others who you click with can actually revitalize you despite the introvert hangover. Finding the right balance between solitude and solidifying bonds becomes essential for thriving. Aha! Moment number 5. Your empathetic abilities are a gift, not a curse. You've likely always been able to sense the emotions and energies radiating from those around you. Walking into a room, you can immediately pick up on the overall vibe, whether it's filled with tension, joy, anxiety, or calm. When having one-on-one interactions, you may find yourself almost supernaturally intuiting what the other person is feeling beneath the surface. While this profound empathy allows you to relate to others' experiences with compassion, it can also be an overwhelming burden at times. Negative emotions like sadness, anger, or fear can wash over you with such intensity that they become your own. You absorb the emotional weather of your surroundings like a sponge, making public spaces and crowds particularly draining. Pre-self-discovery, you may have wished you could turn off this emotional radar, writing it off as an oversensitivity rather than a sacred gift. But now that you understand your INFJ mind, you can reframe this super empath power as one of your greatest assets. Your empathy is the portal through which you can be a beautiful source of healing for others. Rather than a curse, it's an intuitive offering, one this cold world is starving for. Those are just a few of the profound realizations INFJs often have after discovering the truths behind their personality type. But trust me, the ahaha moments don't stop there. As you continue diving deeper, learning about your cognitive functions, and connecting with other INFJs, you'll keep having breakthroughs. The key is to embrace all the beautifully contradictory and complex parts of yourself without judgment. You're a walking paradox, both deep and whimsical, introverted and compassionate, analytical and imaginative. And that's what makes you so remarkably special. So keep exploring, keep questioning, keep being unapologetically you. The world needs more INFJs spreading their warmth, their wisdom, and their determination to make this planet a little bit better. We're rooting for you every step of the way. Let us know in the comments what other ahaha moments you've experienced on your journey to self-discovery. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring personality type content.